On today's episode of Fitted Life, we build an epic modular paint stand with this. Here we go. How's it, everyone? Mike at Fitted Life. So, while I was on the hunt for the perfect paint stand for the rear S14 subframe, an idea emerged. So why not build one from scratch? I mean, why not build something that could be repurposed for future projects? So with a little bit of research and digging and of course some previous experience, I think I found the perfect solution. T-slot extrusions. So if you're familiar with 3D printers or manufacturing assembly lines, T-slot extrusions are the go-to material of choice for structural framing. Constructed of aluminum 6560 T6, these are very durable, lightweight, and easy to machine. Better yet, with a little creativity, you can design anything with these. Of course, that isn't round. So it gets its name from the T-slot channels that run collinear on the faces of the extrusion. This is similar to strut channel, which is commonly used to mount electrical panels and also support conduit. However, one of the main advantages of T-slot extrusions over strut channel is that because you do have 4 channels compared to 1, the expansion capabilities are even greater. Better yet, it utilizes smaller, less bulkier hardware. It's just a pretty much great package all in one. Pretty simple, huh? So with the material of choice selected, I went ahead and sketched out a few ideas based on the design brief that I came up with. One, I wanted to make sure that the stand would be able to support the rear subframe. 2, I wanted to buy enough material that would span the longest length of the rear subframe as well. And lastly, 3, I wanted to utilize arm extensions so I could slide the rear subframe onto the paint stand in a way that I could paint freely all around. So with the design completed, I needed to make an accurate count of the bill of materials. So here we go. I have 2 1-foot pieces, 3 2-feet pieces, we have 2 each of the 3 feet extrusions. Last but not least is the 4 feet, 48 inches. And that's pretty much it for the 20 by 20 millimeter T-slot extrusions. Now, for assembling all the T-slot extrusions, we'll be using angle brackets, and then these are combo units, so they have the hardware, the screws with the nuts, and then that is 18 count. Let's take it out just so you guys can see it. Boom. Screws plus the nut, and then you have the angle bracket. So there's 18 of these. And then last but not least, this is more of a recommended part, but it adds a decorative touch and also a safety features to the extrusion, are these end caps. So I have 16 caps for my setup. So I picked up these components over at McMaster-Carr. That is my go-to supplier of choice. They have a pretty easy to navigate catalog, also a wide variety of T-slot extrusion types, and also the fastener kits are very useful and helpful. And if you're interested in picking it up from them, I'll leave all that information in the description down below. But I think we are ready, and now it's off to assembly. Before we wrap up today's episode, I did want to touch on one more subject, and that is bracketry. And if you think of it this way, if I have my arm extended out and I apply a load on top, the best way to support my arm and my hand is to apply a support structure below it. Now, that's similar to brackets. So if you look at this bracket joint right here, if I have it rotated this way, see how the bracket or the angles are coming from the side and then going outward towards you guys? Well, that isn't the best way to do it, because you can see if I apply some torque, there's a lot of wiggle, and that's not what we want to do. So let's rotate it 90 degrees, have the angle brackets going up and then towards you. And there we can simulate that arm that was supporting my other arm. So if I apply a little bit of torque, see, no more wiggle. So that's how you want to assemble these 90-degree angle brackets. It gives you a better and stronger foundation to support heavy loads like the rear subframe for the S14. And I'll be using this type of alignment and assignment for the fixtures moving forward. So let me wrap it up. I'm almost done, and then I'll show you the end product soon. And that is a wrap. So the paint stand is complete for the rear subframe of the S14. I'm pretty happy how it all turned out. I did do a little bit of a design makeover, but it did provide me with much more accessibility. So I'll be able to hit those hard to reach areas with my paint gun easier. So if you found this episode today useful, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit that bell for notifications. And once again, I'm Mike at Fitted Life. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.